What if living to 100 was easier than you think? Japan's oldest doctor lived past 100 years and still saw patients at that age. He didn't rely on medicines or strict diets. Instead, he ate simple foods every day. Before he died, he shared his secret. Let's break it down so you can start today. In the United States, the average life expectancy is 76 years. But in Okinawa, Japan, it's 84, and many people live past 100, still walking, cooking, and gardening. Their secret isn't pills or expensive treatments, it's how they eat and live. Dr. Shigeaki Hinohara lived to 105. He worked as a doctor until he was 100 years old. His method was simple. Eat plain meals, keep habits steady, enjoy life's small pleasures. Today we'll look at 5 rules he followed and how they can boost your energy, digestion, and mental clarity after 60. Mistake 1. Overeating and ignoring hara hachibu. Let's start with something simple but important: how much we eat. In the West, many people aim to feel completely full. They clean their plates, eat big portions because it feels like better value. But in Okinawa, Japan, where people live long lives, they do it differently. They follow hara hachibu, which means eat until you are 80% full. Just stop at 80%. Mistake 1. Overeating and ignoring hara hachibu. Let's start with something simple but important: how much we eat. In the West, many people aim to feel completely full. They clean their plates, eat big portions because it feels like better value. But in Okinawa, Japan, where people live long lives, they do it differently. They follow hara hachibu, which means eat until you are 80% full. Why is this important? Eating a little less lowers the calories you take in, reduces inflammation, and eases stress on your organs. It also helps keep a healthy weight without dieting. Even the National Institute on Aging agrees that moderate calorie control can help you live longer and stay healthier. Dr. Hinohara believed in eating light meals, eating slowly, and leaving the table a little hungry. This helped him stay sharp and energetic even past age 90. Meet Helen, 68 years old. She grew up being told to never waste food, so she always finished her plate, even when full. Over time, she felt tired in the afternoons, had digestion problems, and slept poorly. Then she learned about hara hachibu. Now she stops eating when she's about 70% full, breathing between bites. The result? More energy, better sleep, less bloating, and more joy at mealtime. Try this tonight. Eat slowly, breathe between bites, and stop when you're about 70% full. Mistake 2. Skipping beans and plant proteins. Next, let's talk about protein. Protein is needed for strength, healing, and healthy aging. But many people, especially in the West, think protein means meat. In Okinawa, one of the longest living places on Earth, most protein comes from plants like soybeans, tofu, miso, and edamame. These foods are more than just traditional dishes. They are everyday staples in the Okinawan diet. Why does this matter? Soy foods have complete plant protein, special compounds that reduce inflammation, and fiber that feeds your gut bacteria. A study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition showed that eating soy regularly lowers bad cholesterol, improves bone health, and may reduce the risk of memory loss. Dr. Hinohara ate tofu almost daily. He believed it kept his arteries clean and digestion smooth even in his 90s. Now meet Frank, 73, who avoided soy because he heard it might affect hormones. After watching a documentary about Japanese people who live long, he tried tofu twice a week instead of red meat. After 3 weeks, his blood pressure dropped, joint pain eased, and he stopped feeling tired in the afternoon. You don't have to be vegetarian, but try adding plant proteins like lentils, black beans, or tofu a couple of times a week. Mistake 3. Ignoring fermented foods. One of Japan's quiet secrets to long life is fermented foods. These aren't vitamins or supplements. They are living, natural foods full of good bacteria. Mistake 3. Ignoring fermented foods. One of Japan's quiet secrets to long life is fermented foods. These aren't vitamins or supplements. They are living, natural foods full of good bacteria. Dr. Hinohara started every morning with a bowl of miso soup. To him, it was more than comfort food. It was healing. Miso, natto, pickled vegetables, and fermented seaweed are common in Okinawa. They have probiotics to help digestion, enzymes to break down food, and compounds that reduce inflammation and protect the brain and immune system. In the West, many older people take probiotic pills, but real fermented foods offer more. They combine whole food nutrients with living microbes, creating effects pills can't match. Meet Claire, 70, a retired librarian who suffered from bloating and poor digestion. She tried fiber supplements and probiotics, but felt no change. Then a friend gave her miso paste. She started drinking warm miso broth each morning. In just 2 weeks, her bloating disappeared, her energy improved, and her appetite became steady. You can try this too. Stir a spoon of miso into warm water or eat some naturally fermented pickles. Mistake 4. Avoiding carbs and skipping sweet potatoes. In the West, carbs are often seen as bad. Many people think cutting carbs helps weight loss and health, especially for seniors, but not all carbs are the same. In Okinawa, purple sweet potatoes make up over 60% of daily calories for those who live past 100. These aren't just colorful. They are packed with antioxidants called anthocyanins that protect blood vessels and slow aging. They also have fiber to stabilize blood sugar, potassium and vitamin C for heart and immune health, and a low glycemic index so they don't cause sugar crashes. Dr. Hinohara preferred sweet potatoes to rice because he thought they were gentler and protective. Research from the National Institutes of Health supports this. Anthocyanin-rich foods like these sweet potatoes help blood vessel function, reduce inflammation, and slow brain aging. Research from the National Institutes of Health supports this. Anthocyanin-rich foods like these sweet potatoes help blood vessel function, reduce inflammation, and slow brain aging. Meet Paul, 69, who was pre-diabetic and tired all the time. He avoided carbs completely. His cravings grew worse. His dietitian told him to try steamed purple sweet potatoes without sugar or frying. Within 2 weeks, Paul had more energy, fewer cravings, and better blood sugar control. The lesson? Don't fear carbs. Choose the right ones like the Japanese do. The final lesson. It's not just food, it's a way of life. Before we finish, there's one more important rule from Dr. Hinohara. It's even more powerful than the food you eat. It's about how you live. Dr. Hinohara didn't follow a strict diet or count calories. He followed a joyful rhythm. Each day he started with miso soup, a walk, and reading. He avoided overeating, not because he had to, but out of respect for his body. Even in his 90s, he took stairs, stayed curious, gave talks, wrote books, and smiled a lot. He said, "To stay young, you must have fun." Meet Marie, 71. She used to stress about food labels and diets, which made her anxious. After learning about Dr. Hinohara, she changed. She started walking 20 minutes each morning, ate slower, enjoyed afternoon tea, and even grew herbs by her window. That rhythm changed her life because health isn't just physical. It's emotional, mental, and joyful. So remember, don't just count protein, count quiet mornings, don't just cut sugar, add laughter, don't just fix your diet, nourish your soul. If you don't know where to start simple, start joyful. Start like the doctor who lived to 105 and smiled the whole way. Recap: 5 simple steps to start today. Let's bring it all together. These aren't hard rules, just small changes used by some of the longest living people inspired by Japan's oldest doctor. Eat until you're 80% full. This helps digestion, energy, and long life. Learn to pause before you're too full. Add more plant proteins like tofu, lentils, and edamame. They're easy to cook and good for your body. Include fermented foods like miso soup or pickled vegetables. These provide good bacteria for your gut and immune system. Choose smart carbs like sweet potatoes. They fuel you without causing blood sugar spikes. Live light, eat light, and smile often. It's about rhythm, simplicity, and joy. Scene 2. Small changes, big impact. Eat until you're 80% full. This helps digestion, energy, and long life. Learn to pause before you're too full. Add more plant proteins like tofu, lentils, and edamame. They're easy to cook and good for your body. Include fermented foods like miso soup or pickled vegetables. These provide good bacteria for your gut and immune system. Choose smart carbs like sweet potatoes. They fuel you without causing blood sugar spikes. Live light, eat light, and smile often. It's about rhythm, simplicity, and joy. Scene 2. Small changes, big impact. Each step supports your heart, brain, digestion, and independence. You don't need to change everything at once. Just start with one bite, one habit, or one breath between spoonfuls. Which one will you try today? Let me know in the comments. Your choice could inspire someone else. Coming next, we'll reveal a popular health food that may be making seniors feel older, not younger. To finish, you don't need a perfect plan to live longer, just small, steady steps starting today. Try miso soup, steam a sweet potato, smile during lunch. These habits add up and they matter. This isn't just about adding years to your life, it's about adding life to your years. Who's with me? Drop a yes in the comments if you're starting your longevity journey today. See you in the next video, where we'll uncover a health food that may be aging your body faster than you think.